Hello and welcome to D&D Population Me. I'm your host Kevin. Today we're going to go over some trigger happy features with dynamic effects, minor quality of life improvements, furnace, and of course trigger happy. If you got those modules, we can start up. We're first going to go over traps and then we'll head over to teleportation. Let's get started. So the plan for today is to make this trap trigger and spew fire when we step here. And that character needs to make a saving throw or take damage. To begin the tutorial, we'll make the macro. We'll head over to the Forge forums, link in the description, scroll down to semi-automated, and copy this macro here. You make a new macro, just paste it in. You call this macro do trap attack. And it needs to be a script. Say macro. And then we can go ahead and make the traps character. This is where it's going to take the traps from, do the saving throws and such. So we want this to be called traps. This trap that we're going to make now is going to be a fire trap, as that is what I've set up. We'll go into details. We'll first call it fire. Action. It's going to be a saving throw. The character that steps on this wants to make a saving throw. It's going to be 2d6 fire damage. And it's going to be a flat saving throw, dexterity saving throw 15. Close. You can do this with a bunch of different things, like it could be a cold trap, so you would just name it cold, and then do cold damage, etc. But all of the traps should be in this character. And then we can go ahead and close the traps. What we'll do now is we'll get the fire that we want to happen when this is triggered. So when this token is stepped on, it will spew out fire from this thing. We'll go into it and make sure it's called Fire Trap 1. No spaces. Display name we will have as owner, and we'll make sure that linked actors is not on. Okay? Update token. So now we can see that this trap is called Fire Trap 1. We can now go ahead and hide it. Now that we made our token that is called Fire Trap 1, we can go over to our journal section, trigger happy journal, or trigger happy folder, and make a traps. So in this, we will have the token, which is, as you can see here, Fire Trap 1. When Fire Trap 1 is stepped on, so we want trigger to be move, it will send a chat message in the chat doing a command. So, chat message do trap attack. And then we'll, after this, have the arguments. So, we know first thing is the character that has the traps in it. So, traps will have the traps in it. So you can go ahead and click this and go into inventory and see that it is the fire trap, right? So, it is called fire. And the last argument is what should be revealed, which is Fire Trap 1. We want Fire Trap 1 to be revealed like this, so it knows it shoots flames. And there we have it. That's all we need to put into traps. Save entry. So now we know that when this is stepped on, it will do a saving throw. All we have to do now is assign a character, this character here, to a player, and we'll do a saving throw. Make sure when you do this that you configure settings, module settings, and you have to scroll down to minor quality of life improvements and set prompt player to roll saves to let me roll that for you. Then you save. Alright, if you've done that, we'll log in as a player. Alright, now that we are in the player view, we can see that we have 50 HP to start off with, and we'll walk on top of this trap. You can see that it throws up the saving throw. We will take 7 damage if we don't save. We saved we still took damage, which is half damage right now. But you can also make it take no damage if they succeed on the saving throw. To disable this, we have to go over to our traps and inventory, fire, and we will put in the poor adventurers takes no damage on save. If it has this in its inventory, it will check for that before it applies damage. Now we can walk on top of it again without taking damage if we save. And as you can see, it says damage apply, but it didn't actually apply any damage. And therefore it was a successful save and they dodge the trap. And that's it for traps. Let's head over to teleportation. Alright, and now we'll do teleportation. Teleportation is a little bit easier as you have dynamic effects to help you. First off, you go into the Trigger Happy teleportation tutorial and we will copy this macro here. It's a very small macro. I hope you don't skip it, as this one is important. And we will call it teleportation to token. It is case sensitive when you type it in. Make sure to set it to script and then cool. That's the macro. Now we just need to make a actor, which again, this one should probably be invisible unless you have like a huge teleportation token like this. So when they step onto this, I want them to teleport, right? So we have a transparent token that we'll put on top of this, and we will call this token platform 1. And then we will want it to be a little bit bigger maybe, so we'll put 3 by 3 and put it like that-ish, right? And then anyone that steps here will get teleported. But we also need an endpoint, so we need somewhere that they will end up. You can put another teleportation here, or you can go to another room. We will go into paper room. As you can see, this is the starting room for my other tutorial, and they will get teleported here, exactly there. And we'll call this platform 2. Make sure that linked actors and such is not on. And when you make teleportation stuff, make sure that each platform has a different name, as platform 2 needs to be platform 2 and not platform 1, even though they're connected, alright? Now, the only thing we need to do is go into Trigger Happy, Triggers, Teleportation, Save Entry. We will first start off with platform 1. If you want this to be a one-way, we will have platform 1 trigger. When this platform 1 is moved onto, it teleports the token that is standing on it. And then it will send the chat message as the token. Chat message / teleportation to token, which we named our macro, like you can see here. Platform 2, as that is the destination we want, and 0, 0, as that is the X and Y, that if your teleportation token is here, and you want them to be here when they teleport, you have to give like 300 in X or Y. Save entry. Now, if we go into the token and step on this, it will teleport us to platform 2. And now, if you go back, you can see that it doesn't teleport us. But if we just go into our Trigger Happy teleportation, copy this, paste it again, and just put platform 1 as platform 2 and platform 2 as 1, it will now be a two-way. And now we get teleported there somehow. So just careful with that. I would recommend actually having it 2 by 2 then, if that happens, and just place it perfectly like that. Nobody can walk here anyways. And that's it for teleportation. Hello and welcome to the end card. I'm sorry for not uploading for a while, I've been on moving foot and stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm getting back into making videos and streaming and everything, so that's it. Make sure to check out Foundry and Forge and have a good day.